The public reaction to the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson shows Americans are fed up with the healthcare system. But in his 2-year-long presidential campaign, Donald Trump did not produce a single detail of what he would do to fix it. After 10 years of running for president, Donald Trump announced today that he still only has concepts of a plan for healthcare 1 month before Inauguration Day.
And do you have an actual plan at this point for healthcare?
Yes, we have concepts of a plan that would be better.
Still just concepts? Do you have a fully developed plan?
Let me explain.
But they say Kamala Harris didn't provide enough detail during her 3-month campaign. Kamala Harris proposed to expand the Affordable Care Act with tax credits to lower healthcare premiums, extend the $35 cap on insulin to all Americans, cancel medical debt, and strengthen Medicare and Medicaid. While Trump, who tried repeatedly as president to kill the Affordable Care Act and weaken coverage for people with pre-existing conditions, only made a vague proposal to replace the ACA with something he claims will be much better.
We're going to make it much better, much stronger.
Gee, that's specific. And now Republicans are planning to cut Medicare, just as Kamala Harris warned you they would. This is why I spend so much time talking about history. You have to know the past to understand the present. Democrats have been trying to provide universal health care coverage since Democrat Harry Truman first proposed it in 1945. 20 years later, in 1965, it was Democrat Lyndon Johnson who signed the law creating Medicare for seniors, while Republicans, aligned with the American Medical Association and the healthcare industry, condemned the idea as socialism.
This was simply an excuse to bring about what they wanted all the time: socialized medicine.
30 years later, in 1994, Democrats Bill and Hillary Clinton tried to provide universal health care coverage, but Republicans once again aligned with the healthcare industry to block it. Nearly 2 decades later, in 2010, when President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, not a single Republican voted in favor of the law. In 2022, when President Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, which cut the price of insulin for seniors and finally allowed Medicare to negotiate for cheaper drug prices, every single Republican in Congress voted against it. And finally, in 2024, when the Biden-Harris administration announced that it would remove medical debt from credit reports, the incoming Trump administration responded by promising to abolish, or delete, as Elon Musk says, the agency that created the policy. Yeah, but both parties are the same. No, they're not. One party has been trying to give you health care for 80 years. The other party's been trying to take it away. Republicans use every trick in the book to block reform, and then they blame Democrats for not getting it done. That's why you have to pay attention, not just during election years. As Kamala Harris's mom might say, we didn't just fall out of a coconut tree into 2024. There's a long history that led us to this point. And if you don't know that history, you can be easily duped or manipulated, often willingly, by people who pretend to be on your side. George Santayana warned a century ago, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.